Oh my goodness. The wind is terrible out here, guys. Today is a day I should not have come out here, but I'm out here for the money team, guys. We're gonna get out here, see if we can get a few fish together real quick. But as you can see in just a second, the wind out here is horrendous. Can I make this jump? All right, so let's go ahead and get away from this dock and I'll show you guys what has already happened. So I don't know if you can see out there in the distance, but there's high winds and there are definitely white caps out here. So we will not be going out there today, guys. We're gonna hide. We're gonna hide from all this wind and be out here in this cove. No need to even have the big motor on today. Do you see this right here? I will show you guys what just happened in just a second. Once I get out here and kind of get hid away from this wind. Very, very bad today. So we're definitely going to be out here for a short time. I was about to say for a good time. But I do not know how good of a time it's going to be today because these winds are rough. All right, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We are out here doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. I get out here on a weekly basis. Kind of, get out here, have a little bit of fun on the lake, some fun and conversation. And also see how many fish we can get to the boat. As I get those fish to the boat, all that you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and guess the weight of the fish that is caught. And bam, just like that, you'll walk away with a nice cash payout. Now, yesterday, we didn't have any winners. You guys just didn't want that money yesterday. So we're going to come back and try it out again today and see if things have changed for you. And like I said, guys, the winds are extremely high today. I mean, it could always be worse, but it is bad enough right now. I can see white caps like crazy out there on the main lake. So we are not going to go out there. I'm going to hide. I'm going to run and hide. What's going on, TR? We have TR tuning in. So we're going to get out here and post up a little bit and see if we can get away from some of this wind. That is the number one mission at the moment. And then once we get out of this wind, then we'll see if we can get a few fish to the boat like we did yesterday. So it's a little better over here. It's just a little better. All right, guys, as you tune in, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. The likes definitely help out the channel, and it'll get things rolling for us. Likes help the fish bite. Let's see, guys. Let's just see. All right, who else do we have in the chat? You guys are being kind of quiet today. I mean, I know that wind should have probably kept me away from coming out here, but it shouldn't keep you guys from watching the craziness that is taking place out here. All right, so we're going to ease on out just a little bit. Then we're going to spot lock in place. What's going on, John G? Good to see you. We have Herbert tuning in. How's it going today? It is going very windy. I don't think we're going to be out here long at all, guys. All right, so now, let me show you guys what has happened. John G says, it's too much for my kayak out there today. Hey, it's too much for me to be out here today, too. Shout out to Chauncey. Oh my goodness, this is something that you definitely don't want to see happen. Do you see my shallow water anchor? My talon got knocked right off of the boat, guys. I had to dig down into, reach deep down into the water to get this thing. It was completely submerged. Hopefully it didn't mess up the electronics inside of it, but we'll see. So this one over here is good to go, but this one over here, it got knocked out. It got knocked out. So let's see if we can just turn that into a video of its own. Oh my goodness. You got to be careful out here when the wind is high, guys. I just got this part of my boat knocked off into the water and I had to reach down there and grab it. Luckily, that one's still good to go. Oh man. But let's see if we can catch some fish. Let's see if we can catch some fish. And I'll just have to put this back on whenever I get back to the house. All right, today we're definitely keeping it simple, guys. We're definitely keeping it simple. This is the windy episode of Bass for Cash. The shot says, hey, yo, it's a shark. Is it a shark? I guess you've been watching some of my videos, right? Yeah, we catch some baby sharks, do out here. Roger's family, what's going on? Roger's family told me that he is out here to win some of this money today without getting DQ'd, of course. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of stank on it, guys. So we're going to be hiding from the wind today. And actually, right now, can you guys hear the wind? I have my back to it, but it is very, very brutal out here today, guys. I was trying my best to kind of hide into this cove, but apparently I picked the wrong cove to hide in because the wind is still blowing all the way to the back of this cove. But I did not want to drive anywhere. If you guys can see right here, I already took on a little bit of damage right there. Knocked that right off the boat. I have to put it back on when I get home. And the shot says, hey, this live is kind of unique so far. Oh yeah, we do some unique stuff out here. But how is the wind? Let me know in the chat. Can you guys hear that wind? John G said, is that some kind of homemade stank? It's called super stank. Can you guys hear that wind? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a cast and we're gonna see. This wind may blow this cast right back to where I'm at. But let me know, guys, just keep me updated in the chat how that wind sounds on your end. We're gonna see if we can still get a fish to the boat in all this crazy wind. Uh-oh, John G. He said, that's my old girlfriend's nickname. That does not sound good. Oh, man. All right, so are you guys enjoying this wind? Shot says, catch them big old fish, bro. All right, we'll see. We'll see if we can get some of these fish out here to cooperate in these high winds. I'm trying to look around to see if there's any place I can go. Actually, I think there's a place I can go to get out of this wind. So what we're probably going to do is pack up and move out of this wind, guys, because it is brutal where I'm at right now. Tom says, oh, that's some howling wind. Oh, yeah, that wind is howling at me. It's coming in waves. So right now the wind has died down. But I don't know if you guys can see the change in the water. Right here, this wind is about to hit me again. Let's see if you guys can tell the difference. All right, so now here it comes. Now the wind is on me. The wind is on me right now. That's one of the things about being out here on these boats. Whenever there's storms and wind and all this different kind of stuff, you can actually see when that wind and waves and stuff are coming towards you, especially like rainstorms and stuff like that. Glenn says, where is this? I'm out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia, out here battling this wind. We're out here hunting for some spotted bass for today. What's going on? The Ultimate Life Form Game says, hey, I'm new here. What is this? And the shot says, is this Florida? No, sir. I am out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia, but I'm still down south. We're on the southern end of things. John G says, yesterday I was catching them right there on that mud water goes clear to mud. I think they were what they'll do. What's going on, Jennifer? Good to see you back in the chat. All right, guys, what we're gonna do is pack up and move. Oh my goodness, guys. We almost had a hookup. We almost had a hookup just like that. But we're gonna get back out there and see. Cause you know I'll get out here and bust them right in the mouthpiece if they put their mouth on it. Let's get right back out there. Get a good cast out there. Let me check on my equipment. Make sure everything is still good. Now, I definitely got beat up today at the boat ramp. Roger's family said, I almost just won some money. Roger's family said, that money is mine today. So for anybody that is just tuning in, what I do out here on a weekly basis, we get out here and do this thing we call Bass for Cash. It's all for fun. But some people, they think that money is, you know, they're like, hey, I really got to have that money. Now, the fishing is fun and the cash is real. Bass for Cash is where I catch the fish. All that you have to do is, 1, be a subscriber to the channel, and 2, guess the exact weight of the fish that I show you, and bam, just like that, you'll walk away with a nice cash payout. Now, anybody that is in here that has a badge next to their name, those are the members of the Money Team, the members of the channel. Now, they have, you know, a little bit of special privilege because they get 2 guesses per fish. Now, the quickest way to get DQ'd once we start putting those weights in there and guessing to win some of this cash for these bass is if you put in multiple guesses. You only get 1 guess per fish, all right? Jennifer says, what you using? We're fishing with that shaky head right now, but let's go ahead and move, guys. I'm gonna get out of this wind because I'm pretty sure if it sounds this loud to me, it is very, very loud in your ear. But first, I just needed to get away to where I could kind of get things under control because the wind was beating me up pretty bad when I was over at the boat dock. And for anybody just tuning in, look what has happened. The wind and the waves have knocked my shallow water anchor off. It's supposed to be latched down on that bracket right there. So I definitely have to take it easy because I don't want that bad boy to go falling into the water. Let's just kind of turn it a little bit so that it doesn't go for a swim. Because I already had to get it out of the lake. Because when it fell off of the boat, it fell into the lake, guys. Tough day out here. T says, are the fish biting? Not yet. We haven't even really got a chance to start fishing good yet. So what I'm gonna do is ease up to an area where I'm kind of out of the wind right here, but we're gonna ease up to a different area and see if I can get out of the these wind gusts and everything. So we'll see. So I have to do that and still be able to catch fish for you guys, all right? So that is the game plan. Jennifer says, went fishing a few days ago and caught a 4-pounder. All right, good job. Good deal. What's going on? Show Nuff is back in the chat. Says a 6 setup. Oh yeah, we're trying to make it happen. All right, guys, I need everybody in the chat to do me a favor. It really does help if you double tap your screen to go ahead and hit that like button, guys. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat for me. Now look at these brutal waves and wind that I'm out here right now, guys. Got water coming over the boat on me and everything. So we're gonna get over here and hide out. Appreciate that. John G, Rogers fan. We have waves checking in. Go ahead and hit me with the like. All right, so we're gonna take off and get out of this wind, guys. All right, here we go. Nice and easy. That's what we need. Nice and easy. All right, so yeah, the waves were kind of rough, kind of banging my boat around and everything. So we had to stay out of that wind today. So today's mission is to get out here, stay out of the wind, and catch fish at the same time. Can we make it happen? Let's see, the wind isn't quite as bad over here. But we're just gonna keep on easing out and get out of that wind, guys. All right, appreciate you guys for hitting that like button for me. We need a few more likes. Can we get 4 more likes? If you have not hit that like button, please go ahead and take a minute and hit that like button for me. Jaden says, fish on, big dog. Hopefully I'm getting my fish on, and hopefully I'll have a fish on in just a minute too. We'll see. We'll see if both things can be true. What's going on? We have Kevin 2 Fishes back in the chat. Good to see you, sir. Oh, and congratulations, Kevin 2 Fishes. Was it this weekend that you just won a tournament? Was that this weekend? I want to give a big congratulations to Kevin 2 Fishes. Remember, everybody, you can come here whenever we have these lives and use this as your brag board too. So if you're out there making major moves, catching your PBs, winning these tournaments, you're out having fun on the lakes yourselves, make sure you always come back and let us know. Okay, that was last weekend. That's right. So actually, was it the same weekend where I had won the tournament out here? Because I know some of you were watching the live stream. That's right, he has 16.4 pounds and a 4.05 pound big fish. I think he had all largemouth too, guys. So the winds make it kind of tricky out here whenever it comes to feeling these bites, whenever the fish are biting, because it moves the boat, and at the same time with the boat moving, it's kind of making the line move and stuff like that. Now I can feel that I have some grass or something on here. Let's see. That's what it feels like. Yep, let me show you guys. Got some snot grass on there. Can you see that? Got that little green snot grass on there. Let's go ahead and get that stuff off of there. Green slime. Just gonna make a cast out there, straight out on this point. So today we're just hiding from the wind, guys. That's what we're doing. John G says, congratulations, Kevin. I won 3 weeks ago on Lake Juliet. All right, kayak bass fishing. Shout out to John G. Good deal, good deal. Kevin 2 Fishes says, snot grass is a pain. Oh yeah, nobody likes snot, whether it's nose snot or grass snot, right? But I know this pollen has a lot of people out there snotting it up and coughing it up. Kevin 2 Fishes says lake was on Chapman Lake. Okay. All right, good deal. Out there catching all those largemouth. All right, here we go. So yeah, I think, so how is the wind, guys? Give me a sound check. Does everything sound okay now that we're kind of out of those real bad winds? What's going on, Al? We have Al Ward tuning back in. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. All right, so yeah, you guys are letting me know it sounds a whole lot better. It feels a lot better over here too. But that wind is white capping out there on the lake. Let's see if I can zoom in if you guys can see the white caps out there. Can you see the difference in the color of the water out there? And you see those white caps just shooting across the top. So I normally would drive out there a little bit. But yeah, those white caps are white capping. The wind is brutal out there on the main lake. I am not going out there. Not today. Rogers Family Outdoors says, I fished that same tournament and got third. So who in the chat is fishing the same tournaments? Who knows each other already in the chat? That's one of the good things I like about doing these live streams and talking to the chat, getting to know people from all over the country and actually all over the world. We're worldwide. And let's just do it. Let's just do a check and see. Everybody in the chat, let me know, where are you from? What state or country are you from? Put where you're from in the chat. Let's see how diverse we are as far as location in the chat. Because your partner MoneyBass is worldwide on this YouTube thing. All right, we have Indiana. We have Great Georgia. All right, we have Oklahoma. Oh, look at that. We have a double Oklahoma, North Indiana. Now look at that. We already have 2 Indianas in the same place. Utah, ATL. ATL. That's not far from where I'm at. Texas. Gus said the North Pole. Is that a state? What is that? The North Pole. We have Indiana. We have Alaska. We have G-Man from Alaska tuning in. We also have Pure Alaska that tunes in every once in a while. So you know Pure Alaska is from Alaska. What's going on, Mason? Good to see you. Paige says WNC. Now, what is that? Haynes says from Denmark. Is that right? Denmark is tuning in. John G said, dang, money is worldwide. Oh, goodness. Let's see. The best hip-hop video says, what's going on in here? He said, what kind of craziness is this? Is he fishing or talking? I'm doing a little both, but today I'm hiding from the wind. I showed you guys those high winds, the white caps that are going on out there on the lake. So today, this kind of a unique challenge because I have to figure out how to catch these fish while being confined in like a little small area because I'm not able to. Well, I could if I wanted to, but let me just show you guys what has already happened to me. If you take a note, actually, let's go ahead and do a boat tour real quick. That'll give you a better idea of what just happened. All right. People want to know about the setup that I have on this boat. I am running a Nitro Z20. All right, a Nitro Z20. This is a 20-foot bass boat. And if you come and take a look on the back, it is being pushed by a 250 horsepower Mercury Pro XS 4-stroke motor. All right. So that bad boy will push this boat to around 70, a little more, a little less, depending on how things are set up. Now, what you have back here is a shallow water anchor. I have one right here and one right. Where's that one at? It's right here. It got knocked off. Do you see this? I had to actually reach down into the water and pull this thing up. The only thing that stopped it from breaking off and falling into the lake is that little cable right there. But yeah, so the winds were very rough, especially at the boat ramp. It was knocking my boat, almost knocking it into the boat dock itself. So I had to reach in here and just grab some rope because normally I use those shallow water anchors to hold the boat in place while I drop the boat into the lake. But that was not working today because of those winds. And that wind right now, just take a look at the water right here, right next to where I'm at. It looks kind of calm, right? But if I just ease just a little bit over there, let's see if I can zoom in on it. If I come out of this area where I'm at, that wind out there is howling. And it's kind of rough. Now, if I zoom in and show you guys out there, just take a look. You can kind of see the difference in color of the water and kind of how the water looks on top. Like right here, it looks kind of smooth. If you go out a little bit more, that looks a little different and it's rough. Now, way out here, out there, you see those kind of like that, how the water has white on the top. For anybody that does not know, those are what you call white caps. Now, some people live in areas where what we're experiencing here is not really all that bad. But for us, Those white caps right there will tear your boat up if you try to go out there and you don't run them the right way. What's going on, Tony? Good to see you. Dark says, don't damage that baby. Oh yeah, I got a scratch on it. Sometimes the fish win some battles, and sometimes the wind, Mother Nature will get out here and whoop your butt too. Sometimes Mother Nature will win. All right, so what we are doing today, I see we have a nice little crowd in here today. We're building up. We're on our way to about 100 people watching. What we are doing is this thing called Bass for Cash, where I catch the fish. All that you have to do is subscribe to the channel. That is first. Just make sure you will have subscribed. It does not cost anything. Just hit the subscribe button. Next, you guess the weight of the fish that I have caught, and bam, just like that, you will walk away with a nice cash prize, all right? So just that quick and simple, guys. We try to make it simple and fun. I am out here on a weekly basis. Blaster says, I am looking for some bendation. And I'm doing the same thing. But that's all you have to do, guys. If you are new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. I always like to take a look and see, you know, the new names that tune in. You guys see how the wind shifted? The wind has just shifted. It started blowing me back out that way now. Let's go ahead and move in just a little bit more. We're going to keep on fishing. We have a few new people. Shout out to Joy. We have Jennifer is new. Satija is new. Rogers Family Outdoors says, I'm old. John G says, I'm old too. Shout out to the new crew tuning in, seeing if they're going to win some of this cash for any of these bass. David says, new, show me the fish. All right. So we haven't been out here that long, but hopefully in just a few minutes, I'll be showing you the fish. Let's see. Let's just take a look around and see what we're working with today. All right. Shout out to Hayne. We have Gator. Gator is in the chat. Gator 2202 is in the chat. Appreciate everybody for tuning in out here on a nice windy day. Maybe some of you on your lunch break or any of that good stuff. So you can hang out for a quick minute, and hey, who knows? You might guess the way to one of these fish and win some of this cash for one of these bass. All right, guys, I think that's the money cash right there. I think that's the money cash. Shout out to Jacob. He says, hello from South Africa. Did I tell you guys we were worldwide around here? Shout out to FishXLive. FishXLive is worldwide. Big shout out to Jacob over there in South Africa. What kind of fish are you catching out there in South Africa? We have Betty tuning in. She says, hey, I'm new. She says, I'm new and I like fishing too. All right, Betty, what is the biggest fish that you have caught? David says, got a 5.5 largemouth on the wall, northeast bass fishing. Okay. Out there catching a big. All right, Betty, what is the biggest fish that you have caught? And what kind of fish was it? I bet Betty has caught a catfish before. Betty Ruth tuning in. Good to see you. Al Ward says, show them you got it. All right, we're going to see. We're going to see if we can find some things. So today has kind of been a unique situation. Because of the wind, I'm kind of confined to kind of some areas where I have to stay out of the wind, for one, so you guys can actually hear me. And for two, because that wind will beat you up. And I don't want to be beat up. So let's see. I'm going to get out here and kind of take my time, because I know we have some fish out here. What's going on, Al Ward? Al Ward said, wow. Why you say wow, Al? What's going on? So to be an official bass for some of this cash, all it has to be is 14 inches. So we don't really need some big ones right now, guys. So we're just hunting for some bass, hunting for some bites. What's going on, David? David Bannerman. says, dude, first time to your channel. You are great so far. Well, appreciate that. I guess I need to go ahead and set the hook for David, right? Go ahead and get a fish to the boat for him. Blastard says Lake Lanier, and you know this, man. We're out here on Lake Lanier. We have Jose from Florida tuning in. All right, is there anybody in the chat that did not put the state, country, city, or where they're from? If you haven't, go ahead and drop it in the chat. We're just doing we're gauging the room to see where everybody is from today. Satija says, love from India. Do you see that? We have India. We have South Africa. We have Alaska in the chat. Kentucky. St. Louis. Uh-oh, Al Ward is from Africa too. All right. Good deal. David from Connecticut. Jennifer from North Carolina. Do we have anyone in the chat that actually fishes Lake Lanier? Guten Tag. We have Ricardo Hall from Germany. Uh-oh, look who's back in the chat. It's the Chaos Goat. Hit me with the triple goat. Hit me with the triple goat. All right, so teacher, what kind of fish are you catching out there in India? And are you hitting them in the head with saltwater fishing, or do you do any freshwater fishing? Give us the 411. David Bannerman says, what am I using for bait right now? I'm keeping it simple. I am just throwing a shaky head, and that is it. Shout out to Al Ward. Appreciate you for tuning in. Said next time he gotta go. What's going on? We have Fishing for Dollars tuning in. We have two Jennifers in the chat. Said it's a Mexican standoff. Razor Bass says St. John's is in my backyard. So I'm pretty sure they have some pretty big fish out there on St. John's, right? David Bannerman said, okay, what bait? Chaos Goat says, bam, right in that mouthpiece. Oh, yeah, we're searching for some mouthpiece work right now. We'll find it in just a second. What's going on, Trevor? Good to see you. Shout out to Tennessee. So teacher says, I've caught a lot of fish in my pond. What kind of fish? You have catfish in there, or are you catching goldfish? What kind of fish are you catching? David says, is that a rubber worm? Yes, sir. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. An artificial worm. Jose says, you fish every day? Not every day, but I'm out here on a weekly basis. And what we're doing is this thing we call Bass for Cash. I get out here on a weekly basis. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, okay? It does not cost anything for you guys to participate. All that you have to do is be a subscriber, okay? The rules for Bass for Cash are in the description. So make sure you have read the information in the description, because if you have not read those rules and you do not follow them, you will get hit with a DQ. So that will prevent you from winning, okay? So teacher says labio rojita. I don't know what that is. Oh, brim. Okay. Catla. Okay, is that a catfish? Chaos Goat said, don't get DQ'd. Oh, yeah, you don't want to get hit in the mouthpiece with a DQ. All right, let's try something a little different. Let's fish over here by these rocks. We just kind of have to fan cast out here today, guys. We're a little limited, but you know your partner gonna make it happen. I'll make it happen. Blaster says, and not dairy cued either. Not dairy cued. Disqualified is what that DQ stands for. I don't know if the DQ queen is in the chat just yet. She may be waiting to hear till when I bust something in the mouthpiece. Tony says, is that a shark? Oh my God, is it a shark? Is it a shark? It's just a baby shark. Rogers Family Outdoor says it's not fun to be DQ'd. Oh yeah, Rogers Family Outdoors. Did we put you on trial, right? Or was it? Did you appeal your DQ? Which one was it? Did we put you on trial for being DQ'd? Labio rojita is a popular freshwater fish in India, known for its nutritional value and commonly found in ponds and rivers. All right, good deal, good deal. See that, guys? We're learning a little something. We're getting worldwide information. Razorbass is what line you throwing right there? Yellow braid? That is correct. This is high vis yellow braid. It kind of helps me. Like, can you see it down there on the water? So whenever I make long casts, whenever I'm waiting for my bait to fall all the way to the bottom, I can see that line will still be moving. It'll still be getting pulled out. And also sometimes fish will just pick up your bait and you'll notice your line just moving. So it's a good contrast against the water, the color of the water. So you can always kind of keep a good eye on your on the bait. What's going on, Tony? He says, what's up? Good luck. Really appreciate that. So David said, the fish see it too. Well, that's the thing about it. Because this line is just the filler line. My bait is not actually tied to this. So I use an Alberto knot and tied this braided line to some fluorocarbon line on the other end. And then that is what gets tied to the bait. Sajida says, show me the fish from your country. All right, so I should be showing you one in just a minute. You just got to have some patience with me today because I'm not able to kind of maneuver around on the lake like I want to because of the winds today. So these winds are kind of keeping me confined in kind of like a smaller area. Shout out to Nobody Really. So Razorbass says, fluoro leader or straight braid? I do have a fluorocarbon leader. And let me just show you guys where that knot is connected at. Let's see, there we go. So if you take a look, you'll see the high vis yellow braid right there, and then it's tied off right there to that fluorocarbon line. So that is the knot. So if you take a look, you can see that braid, and then right there, probably the line kind of disappears for you a little bit. So you can't really see the line as good right here unless the sun is reflecting off of it. David says, so you know how to fish. Sometimes. Sometimes it seems that way. So we have some more of that green snot on there. So I try to stay away from that. But generally right on the outside edge of that green snot are those fish kind of out there swimming around. Shout out to Jose Rivera, says, gotta go, gotta go. Good luck from Florida. So right now I am not deep at all, but I do not have it registering on my units. So I'm not sure, but my guess is I may be in about 10 to 15 feet of water, something like that. Chaos Goat says, we got to show them the bendation. They need to know about the bendation worldwide. Sajida says, where are you? I am in Georgia. I'm in the state of Georgia out here on Lake Lanier, having a good old time hanging out with the chat. We have Grumpy Bass tuning in from Utah. Nationwide, worldwide. Haynes says, here in Denmark, we do a lot of saltwater fishing for cod. It's okay, it's big competition. Looking forward to it. Okay, good deal. Razorbass says, it looks prime for a Nico rig. It sure does. It looks prime for a Nico rig. I have one on here, but I don't have it on the front deck with me right now. know, guys, the wind may be calming down a little bit. If that wind calms down, then we can move around. We may be able to catch some fish a little bit faster today. Let's go over here. We got hung up on some rocks. So let's ease on over here and get this loose. Shout out to Boogie in the chat from Ohio. All right, so what I need everybody in the chat, what is the biggest bass you have caught? What is the biggest bass you have caught? And what kind? Was it a spotted bass, largemouth, or smallmouth bass? What is the biggest bass you have caught? Let's see what those personal bests, those PBs are in the chat. Now, you guys have seen me catch, what, 2 5-pound spotted bass on the lives? And my personal best spotted bass is a 5-pound, 11-ounce spotted bass. Let's see if we can get this loose, or is it gonna break off? Oh, it's in there pretty good. Yeah, I think we're gonna break off, guys. All right, so we have to retie. All right, so we just lost that bait. But have no fear, another one is near. Sajida says, what lake? Lake Lanier is the lake that I'm on. Lake Lanier in Georgia. Gonna get another bait tied on real quick. We're out here for a good time, not a long time, especially with all of these high winds. We're not gonna be out here for a long time today. Not today. Hopefully we'll get about 2-3 fish to the boat, something like that. So see if anybody can guess the weight of the fish. If you guess the weight of the fish, then you'll walk away with a nice cash payout. The rules for Bass for Cash, the rules of engagement are in the chat. Make sure you have read the rules in order to participate. Remember, it does not cost anything. All that you have to do is be a subscriber. So I mentioned it a little earlier, but do we have anybody that is new in the chat? If you are new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. And also, if you are new and you have subscribed, type new subscriber or new subscribed or something like that in the chat. I always like to get a feel for who is tuning in, where you're from, all of that good stuff, so we can share some stories, life experiences, and as we talk about different topics while we're out here fishing. I mean, you never know, we may learn something from each other that can help each other out, right? Life is all about experiences. Remember that, guys. Life is all about experiences. In the end, family, fun, friends, and experiences. All right, we had to put a little stank on it. And now we're going to ease back on out here and see what we can see. Shout out to Kay the Kid. We got a new sub. Noah is a new subscriber. Really appreciate that. Alex Sosa. Really appreciate that. You guys are funny sometimes in the chat. Casual Bass Guy says, how do you see the comments while you're fishing? With my eyes. While you're streaming. With my eyeballs. I use my eyes and I take a look. No, I'm just joking. I can see them on the screen. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, you guys are putting your personal best in there. Casual Bass Guy said, where's the lure knocker? Yeah, I guess I could have used that lure knocker. I've used it quite a few times. You guys have seen that. Razor Bass says, have I ever fished Orange Lake? I have not. I haven't fished that lake before. Appreciate all the new subs to the channel. Now remember, we are doing this thing called Bass for Cash, where all that is required to participate is to be a subscriber. You do not have to pay anything. So always keep that in mind. It does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash, guys. Noah says his PB is 8 pounds. All right, so my PB largemouth is 8.56 pounds, and my personal best spotted bass is 5 pounds 11 ounces. Okay, the kid says, we have double eights in the chat. Remember, make sure you guys have hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button. Now we're, on our way to about 100 people watching right now, but our likes are a little low. We need about 100 likes to make the fish bite. So let's see if we can get those likes up, guys. Do you guys see who is in the chat? Mask Off Fishing. He says bass for cash where Mask Off wins it all. Man, he's always in here trolling you guys because he's won so many times that he gets in here and makes fun of you guys because he's been taking all the money. Noah says, how do I do the bass for cash? All right, so the rules of engagement for bass for cash are, one, they're in the chat. In the description. So you always want to make sure you read the description so that you know the rules and you do not get DQ'd. One, you just have to be a subscriber. So Noah, have you already subscribed? That's the first question. Two, once I get a fish to the boat, all you have to do is guess the weight of that fish. That's it. That's how you play bass for cash. Those two things. Now, there's some other little details, like you have to make sure you only put one guess and one guess only in the chat. If you put more than one guess, you will be DQ'd and your weight will not count. You do not want that to happen to you because if it does, everybody in the chat is going to laugh at you, all right? You're going to want some sympathy. You're going to feel kind of bad because you're going to be like, hey, everybody, I just got DQ'd. But they're going to laugh at you when you tell them that because they followed the rules. So you do not want to get DQ'd. So we're out here for fun, guys. Fun, friendship, and fellowship, all right? So make sure you introduce yourselves in the chat because you never know who else is in the same neck of the woods that you're in that you may end up fishing with or fishing against if you fish tournaments, fishing the same lakes, same ponds, all of that good stuff. So there are people who have actually linked up that have met in the chat on this channel and end up fishing together in tournaments, fishing together on the same lakes, all of that good stuff, guys. So that's what it's all about, guys. Out here having some fun. There she is. Does anybody see who I see in the chat? If you see something, say something. Does anybody see who I see? Charlie says fishing is the best way to de-stress. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fishing is a very good way to de-stress. All right, so what's going on? We have DL Peck fishing his tune back in. Want to give a big shout out to Alexandra out here always making it happen in the chat. She is giving you guys the rules of engagement. Make sure you read those messages that Alexandra is putting in the chat because if you do not, there's a good chance you will be DQ'd and we will laugh at you, all right? We did have one DQ yesterday. Mascot says the only way you can beat is to, one, get on the money team so you can get two guesses. He said the only way you can beat him is if you get two guesses. Maskoff has won a lot of money, guys. He's won a lot of money from winning. How many times have you won, Maskoff? We might have to put a cap on your winnings, Maskoff. How many times have you won? Let everybody know in the chat. And at one point, he said he was going to give away his secret, but he changed his mind on you. Want to give a big shout out to FishXLive, the premier tournament fishing app. You guys hear me talking about it a lot. Also want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. out there doing it big with that lawn care for commercial and residential properties. Oh man, your partner got hung up, guys. So teacher says 0 times for me. That's because Mask Off has been taking all the money. Mask Off is kind of greedy. Doesn't give anybody else a chance to win. What kind of friend is that? Mask Off says, I just gave them 1 tip. What was put the tip that you gave them again in the chat? What was the tip that you gave everybody? Blaster says it's calm waters. It's calm right now, but it wasn't a little while ago. We're hung up again, guys. Let's see if we're gonna break this one off. I don't feel like playing around with, yeah, we're gonna break off again, guys. Uh-oh, hold on, did we get it? I think we may have got it back. Oh yeah, we got it back. Good deal, good deal. But my hook has been out. So now this is an official practice hook because it has been bent out. You don't want to use that in a tournament. End up getting a nice fish and having to lose that fish with a hook that bends out. All right, so we bend that back. And we're just gonna keep on kind of fishing around and see what we can find. Blaster says calm waters. Looks are very deceiving. Right now, yeah, it's kind of calm over here where I'm at because I'm kind of hid off in a cove. But where I want to be is definitely not calm waters. Rip Lip said back at it again. Oh yeah, we're gonna see if anybody's gonna walk away with any cash for one of these bass today. Just have a little patience. We'll get one to the boat shortly. All right, so let's go ahead and focus, guys. I see some good cover, some good structure, some good things to target out here. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. All right, so we're on them. We're on them. We're gonna see. Release to the grease is, what is the fish count? The fish count is a big old 0. We're out here dealing with some winds today, so what I've had to do is just kind of be confined to a smaller area. Charlie says, what are you fishing for, pike or bass? We are out here fishing for bass. More than likely, what we're getting to the boat is this right here. Guys, do you, oh my goodness, it came off. We missed him. We missed him. No. How did it happen? How did it happen, guys? Sometimes those fish will win. So that time the fish won. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it one more again. We'll get him back. Release to the grease said they bent the hook. Blaster said goose egg, but not for long. Roger's family said I almost beat Mask Off. Roger's family said he's winning today. All right, we're going to see, guys. We're going to see who's going to walk away with some of this cash for any of these bass. All right, so I see a few more people have tuned in. We're on our way to 100. We're on our way to about 100 people viewing. But let me tell you guys something. Make sure you have hit that like button. Because once we get a fish to the boat, if those likes are not right, if the likes ain't right, then ain't no cash being given out, all right? So we have to make sure those likes are right. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. Type the word like in the chat if you have already hit the like button. Y says, bro, I love fishing. I would like to do this for a living if I could. Oh yeah, I think everybody would. Look at all those likes coming in. Really, really appreciate that, guys. Let's see if we can, how fast we can get up to about 70 likes. We need 14 more likes. And you guys know the routine. Likes make the fish bite. Likes make the fish bite. Again, want to give a big shout out to FishXLive.com. Believe it or not, FishXLive.com, there are organizations that are looking to add that to their repertoire so they can start getting some. Oh, let's see, guys. Oh man, don't tell me I'm hung up again, guys. Am I hung up again? Let's see. Nope, not hung up yet. But there is something that's kind of slowing the bait down a little bit. Wallet says, do likes really make the fish bite? Well, we're going to find out. Hit that like button and let's see. Hit that like button for me. Let's see. Charlie says, what size do bass grow over in the States? I don't know. In the chat, I think people were talking about, I don't know what the maximum size is, but I know you saw some people in here putting, they caught a 10-pounder, 11-pounder, things like that. But I've heard of people catching, what, 15-pounders, things like that, as far as largemouth go. Release to the grease is like, man, you need to change that hook. We already know that it's bent. Can't catch a fish on a bent hook. That's right, Wallet. Am I pronouncing your name right? Likes make the fish bite. Did you hit that like button yet? We need about 8 more likes. Okay, let's see. You guys give me 8 more likes, and then we'll see if I can make the fish bite. Give me 8 more likes. We're gonna do an exchange. Get me 8 more likes, and then we're gonna see if that makes the fish bite. Oh my goodness. We just hit 100. We have about 100 people sitting here watching, out here having a good old time today. I know I'm out here hiding away in this cold from the wind, guys. So today is not the typical day that you guys will see me out here on the lake. Most of the time, you know, I'll be able to crank up that big motor, go running across the lake to different locations and things like that. But for today, I'm hid away in the cold. So I want to welcome everybody for tuning in to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, type new in the chat. Type new in the chat if today is your first time coming over to the channel. Chaos Goat says you can't witness the bendation if you don't hit the like button. Jane said it's a big one over there. Okay, so James knows the deal. Appreciate that, Charlie. We have Brandon, Roman tuning in. Kane Corso. All right, Tyler, new to the channel. Really appreciate you for tuning in and hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. It does not cost anything to participate, but you do need to be a subscriber to the channel to win, because what we do is go into subscriber. Voodoo says I'm new. Voodoo, you are not new. Voodoo has actually participated a lot and got DQ'd at least once for not following the rules. But yeah, make sure you guys have hit the subscribe button. That is all that you have to do in order to participate. Charlie says, like to see what the fishing is like on the other side of the pond. Where were you from again, Charlie? Bill says, I am new. Where am I fishing? I am fishing out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. Fishing for spotted bass. Sometimes we'll catch some largemouth, but for the most part, it will be spotted bass. I should have known that, Charlie, when you said the other side of the pond. But yeah, so from London, UK. Charlie, I told him we're worldwide over here at MoneyBass. Your partner MoneyBass is worldwide. So, Charlie, what is the biggest fish that you have caught? All right, there we go, guys. There we go. Who was asking about the bendation? Do you see it? Do you see that right there? That right there is called bendation. Do you see the fish down there? Do you see him? Uh-oh, look at him. Look at him, he's mad. Let's bring him over to the other side of the boat because we're gonna flip him. We're gonna flip him. He's gonna get flipped. Let's hit him in the mouthpiece with the flip. Bam! There we go, guys. There we go. This right here is what you call a bass for cash. If you have already subscribed, type subscribe in the chat. Now, what is about to happen? This fish right here could be worth about $40 to somebody in the chat. Did you see it? Did you see it? There we go. Chaos Goat put bendation sensation. Bendation sensation. All right, let's go ahead and get this fish in the live well. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put it on the measuring board for you guys so you can see how big it is, okay? All right, so all it has to do is be 14 inches or more to be a bass for cash fish. And bam, look at it. It's sitting at about 15. Can you see it? I want to give a shout out to FishXLive.com and SWAT Lawn Operations. You guys see the tail right there? It's sitting at a nice 15. All right, so this fish right here, like I said, could be worth up to $40 to somebody in the chat. All you have to do is guess the weight of that fish, but the first thing you have to do is subscribe, all right? Bam! Right in that mouthpiece. Oh, yeah, let's put it down there so it can hang out with us for a little bit in that live well. All right, so let's see. What are you talking about in the chat? So all you have to do is guess the exact weight of that fish, and you can walk away with that cash prize today, all right? Now, we're going to see if we can go ahead and get another one. What did we say today? Did you guys want me to catch 2 or 3 fish today? What was on today's menu? What's on the agenda? Chaos Goat says, bendation sensation. Hit me with the triple goat. Uh-oh, Rogers Family Outdoor says, here comes my money. Oh, look at all those subscribe buttons. You guys are like, hey, I'm going to subscribe. I want some of that cash for that bass. Now, remember, the rules of engagement are in the description. Make sure you have read the link, read the information in the description so that you do not get disqualified, all right? All right, so right now, I see a lot of new people in the chat. Basically, what you do, once we open the scales, once you see scales officially open in the chat, that is when you put your guesses in. You will have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat from that point. All right, Chaos Goat says, you got to guess right on the dot to win. That's right. You got to get that guess right. Let's see. Scales are not open. You are going to get DQ'd if you guess. Rogers Family has already been DQ'd before. So he's like, I don't want to get DQ'd again. So that's cool. That's cool. Release to the grease says, bruh, what's up with that? Release to the grease is ready for that cash to hit that pocket. All right, remember, make sure you guys have read the rules of engagement so you do not get DQ'd. All right. Chaos Ghost says, everyone will laugh at you. That's right. We had 1 DQ from yesterday. All right, is Mask Off in the chat? Mask Off Fishing, are you in the chat? He normally pops up whenever I catch a fish. I bet Mask Off is in the chat right now. All right, guys, we are at 68 likes. Now, see, your partner, I'm over here confined in this little area today because if I go out there, look at the water right here. The water's nice and calm, and it's pretty. It's purty. We have some purty water out here right now. But where I actually want to be fishing to catch bigger fish and more fish, I need to go out there across the lake. I was able to go out there across the lake, then I could catch more fish. But if I come out of this cove, I can see white caps out there, and I do not want to battle against that. Let's see. VT says, yo, man, you know I'm about to get about a quick $40. Says, I love the vids. Now, look, there's kind of a caveat to that. Everybody gets 1 guess per fish. But you guys have heard me say it before. Membership has its privileges. And what that means is the people in the chat, like Voodoo. You guys see Voodoo has that badge next to his name. Who else do we have? What are the members of the Money Team? Chaos Goat has that badge next to his name. Who else do we have? John G in the chat. Those are the members of the Money Team. Whenever you hear me talk about the Money Team, those are the members of the channel. The members of the channel, they get 2 guesses per fish, guys. But if anybody else puts 2 guesses in the chat, bam, you get hit with the DQ. And then we all laugh at you. So membership has its privileges. They get 2 guesses per fish, and they get twice the payout. All right. And what that means is, let me just finish telling you. What that means is that everybody will get 1 guess per fish. Oh my goodness, guys. Did I get hung? It got away. Oh no, and it pulled me down into some. Am I hung up? Let's see. Yep, I think it got me, guys. Sometimes the fish will win. Sometimes the fish will win. And that fish just won. Oh, okay. I'm not hung up, though. I'm not hung up. I may be able to still get my bait back. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe that fish is still on there. We're about to find out. We're moving. We're going to take a look. Let's see if we're going to bend this hook out again. Are we going to get it back? Let's see. Man, that was bad. It actually felt like the fish was still on there, guys. All right, I'm just looking in the chat real quick. Rowan says, what is the fish count? The fish count is a $40 bill. Let me just show you real quick. What do we have going on around here? Shout out to FishXLive.com. We got a fish right there in the live well. Now, with each fish comes the opportunity for somebody to walk away with up to $40. So that right there is what we call a $40 bill. Hopefully you have already subscribed to the channel, because that is all it takes. It does not cost a thing to participate. All you have to do is be a subscriber. Let's go ahead and lock in place right now. And hopefully I can ease on out of this cove just a little bit. Enough to where I can still get some good cast in and not be stuck in the wind. But we're going to have to retie one more again, because the fish won that last battle. Now, anybody that wants to know the specific baits I'm using and all that good stuff, remember, the members of the channel, there is a members only section where I give you guys behind the scenes information of the baits, the tackle, rods, reels, all that good kind of stuff. So what we're doing is a quick retie, and what I use on almost all my baits when I tie them up is a polymer knot when I tie directly to the bait. And then when I tie my braid to fluorocarbon, like I told you guys earlier, that is generally going to be an Alberto knot. All right, let's go ahead and put a little stank on it. Gotta put some stank on it. All right, so we have, somebody said, what is the fish count? I call that $40. We have up to $40 up for grabs right now. Make sure you guys, I'm giving you guys some time to read the rules so that you do not get disqualified, and how you can collect that cash. Payouts are paid immediately while we are still live. So you get your cash right in your pocket as soon as the guessing is over. Shout out to Anders from Denmark. Anders, I told them we are worldwide. I already told them that. I wonder if they believe me. Did you guys believe me when I said we're worldwide? Your partner MoneyBass is worldwide. All right, let's see. What else do we have going on in the chat? Charlie says, what kind of knot do you use to tie your, let me see. Said, any tips? So I use a polymer knot to tie my baits. The majority of my baits are polymer knot. And guys, you know what? We have to give a shout out to Clint Perry. Everybody put CP in the chat. He slid in and hit you guys with a gifted membership, and that went to Set the Hook. Do you like that name? I like that name. Chaos Goat said the Bendation is worldwide. That is the truth. The Bendation is worldwide. Let's see. Rogers Family Outdoors. Okay, you guys are shouting out CP. Big shout out to Clint Perry. Now remember, that person is now a member of the channel, which means they get 2 guesses per fish. If anybody else does that, you will be DQ'd. Now the DQ queen, she is watching. Even when you think she's not, she's watching. You put 2 guesses in there and watch how fast you get hit with the letter D and the letter Q. Okay, I'm coming through some of that snot grass right now. I can feel it. Let's go ahead and get it out of that snot grass and make another cast. For anybody who does not know what I'm talking about, let's see. I bet it'll be right here on the end of on the bait. There we go, snot grass. Can you see that green snot? That green stuff right there, that slime. Let's get that green snot off of there. And now we have to cast to the outside of that because we don't want it on the bait. Charlie says, stay blessed. Keep the fishing alive, MoneyBass. I gotta bounce. The missus is home. She gets mad whenever I watch anything to do with fishing. Oh my goodness. Somebody has to save Charlie. Who can make it across the pond to go and save Charlie? Tank says, oh, my local pond is full of that stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, you just have to cast out a little bit deeper. Once you get out to a certain depth, then that grass won't be there anymore. Adam says, what are you fishing for? I'm out here fishing for spotted bass. Gonna see if we can get a spotted bass or 2 to the fish. I mean, to the boat. All right, so Miss Alexandria, the DQ Queen, are you in the chat? So what we're gonna do, we have to do a check on the likes. The likes were moving a little slow. We had about 100 people in here watching, but the likes were looking up. And now I'm back in the wind. Type wind in the chat. Put the word wind in the chat if you guys can hear the wind. Put the word wind in the chat if you guys can hear that wind, guys. That's why I'm hiding in this cove, because of the wind. The wind is getting kind of brutal. So we're just hiding out today, guys. It'd be good if I could run around and go to a few different places, but today I want to relax. I don't want to be out there battling the wind. Maskoff says, y'all hit the like button so I can win this money. I need to go buy my lunch. What's going on, Bass and SGV says, do you think braid to leader makes you get less bites? No, sir. Do you think, let me see, braid to lead? No, I mean, because the braid, they don't see it. So the leader that I have on here is about 15 to 20 feet long. So it's not close to the bait at all. All right, the DQ Queen, she says, I'm here. All right, so do you see the likes? Now, we had a little over 100 people in the chat just a minute ago. I think they'll be back. They're just waiting. They're waiting till we open up the scales. How many likes do we need before we weigh this fish? Now, remember, your partner, I'm out here fighting in some wind. I'm struggling today. Today is a little harder than most days because of the wind, and I'm limited to where I'm fishing at today. But how many likes do you think we need, Alexandra, before we go ahead and open up these scales? Tank says, oh, should I be using a leader for bass too? So I have a braid to fluorocarbon leader, and I'm using a spinning rod because I will fish. Right now I'm sitting in, actually I don't see how deep I'm sitting in right now, but I will use a spinning rod in 5 feet of water, and I'll also use it in 50 plus feet of water. So for me, I will use a long leader because I don't want the fish to see that yellow line. So you guys see that yellow line? It's good for me to be able to see it. And I don't know if you guys can see. Let me just put it down here on the water. You see how the line is moving? It's still getting pulled out there. That means my bait was not on the bottom yet. But as soon as I see that line stop, then I can go ahead and click my bell and fish it back to the boat. All right, got 90 likes. Okay, oh, okay. All right, so we need 14 more likes, guys. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. Let's just see who's participating. And if there's somebody's name that you don't see, you need to ask them, like, what's up with that? How are you holding this up? Once we get to 90 likes, we're going to open up the scales, guys, so that you can win. So we'll see who's going to win this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, nobody won yesterday. I can't remember who was the last person that won. It wasn't Mask Off, I don't think. But I know Mask Off just recently won. Jay says, right now I'm trying to learn how to cast a bait caster. All right, let's see, guys. All right, so we need, you guys got on it. We need 6 more likes. Once we get 6 more likes, then we're going to open the scales up. And we're going to see if anybody's going to walk away with any of this cash today. All right, so we're about to have some fun with it, guys. Is anybody going to walk away with any of this cash for this bass today? The burner season says, does this lake have fish? Can somebody answer that question for the burner season? Does this lake have fish? Oh, man, you know what I'm stuck on, guys? Some fishing line. I hung up on somebody's fishing line. I can tell by the way that my pole is moving whenever I try to get my bait loose. It comes up a little bit, and then it's getting pulled back down. So which line is going to be stronger, my line or the line that's down there? And I have a feeling that the line that's down there may be stronger than my line. So we may go get another break off, guys. We're going to see. Let's see. Oh, it's coming loose. It's coming loose. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, we got it. We got it back. All right, so the burning season says, are there any fish in this lake? What do you say in the chat? Is that a yes or a no? Are there any fish in this lake? Guys, we still need 6 more likes. 6 more likes. And then we're going to open the scales up and see if anybody can walk away with any funds for your pocket for today. Now, take a look. Let me just show you guys one more time. You see that down there? Does anybody know what that is? You know what I call that? A $40 bill. That's a $40 bill. Shout out to the money team. You can win up to $40 off of that one fish right there. All you have to do is guess the weight of that fish. Man, is $40 right? That sounds like a lot of money just for each fish. But we have a total payout available of $100 for today. So that's per day, guys. Each time I come out here, there's $100 up for grabs. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and guess the weight of that fish. That's it. That is it. Real Me says 18 ounces. Who is that? Tank Girl? Andrew says 354 grams. What kind of a guess is that? 354 grams. Can you convert that to ounces? Noah says DQ. All right, guys, we only need 3 more likes. When we get 3 more likes, then we're going to open up the scales to see if anybody can win $40 for that first fish that we have in the live well. Andrew says 354 grams. All right, we're going to ease on around and go to another cove while we're still hiding from these high winds, guys. So just bear with me because we're about to ease out from behind the shelter of these trees, which means the winds are going to start getting us again. All right, guys, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Guys, we're going to be in the wind for a second. See, I told you guys that we were hiding from the wind. Tank says yes, you do have to wait until the scales are open before you guess. So we have 88 likes. We just need 2 more likes. Once we get 2 more likes, then we're going to open the scales up. All right, just that quick and easy. Al Plain says, here, hold this light. Hold my beer. Let me show you something. Are we going to get another fish before we get those likes up, guys? I think we are. I think we are. Bam! Right in that mouthpiece, guys. Right in that mouthpiece. Oh, and it just jumped for us. It just jumped. It just jumped right here in this wind. Do you see that? Do you see this right here? That's what we call bendation. The bendation is real. Just like bass for cash. Where did that fish go? Where did it go? There it is. It's going to jump again. Oh, it's trying to jump on us, guys. Let's see if we can go ahead and flip it. Oh, there we go. Bam! Right in that mouthpiece. Right in that mouthpiece. It's like MoneyBass. I'm mad. I'm mad, MoneyBass. You popped me in my mouth. There we go. Kapow! We have fish number 2. We have $80 in this live well. Oh, my God. Uh-oh, and we just hit the magic number. We just hit the magic number, guys. Do you know what that number is? 90 likes. 90 likes made the fish bite. Now, who was that asking, do likes really make the fish bite? All right, so the first one that we're going to weigh is down there on that red coal tag. Then we have this one right here on the white one. Oh my goodness, 90 likes made the fish bite. I want you guys to oh my goodness, they're going crazy in there. Do you see it? Do you see him? Oh my goodness. What is happening in there? Maybe they know each other. Like, hey, bud, you stole my girlfriend. I'm gonna beat your fin. I'm gonna beat your fin, dude. I'm gonna beat your tail. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Whipstick. He said MoneyBass busted another mouthpiece. What's good? Oh yeah, Tank Girl says they're excited about that money. Oh yeah. Shout out to FishXLive. You guys see it right there. Shout out to FishXLive.com. I also want to give a big shout out to Whipstick Fishing. Whipstick Fishing. Big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. All right, so what we're about to do. Man, I need to get out of this wind. Give me a wind check. Can you guys hear me okay? Put yes in the chat if you can hear me okay. Or do I need to get out of the wind before we go ahead and weigh this fish? Which one, guys? Because we're up to 96 likes. I'm going to wait and see what you guys have to say. Okay, you guys can hear me okay? All right. Shout out to Intelligent Mindsmith. It's like, hey, I'm about to win some of this money. So check this out, guys. We are going into subscriber only mode right now. Remember, I've been warning everybody that you must be a subscriber to participate. We are now in subscriber mode. Only the subscribers to the channel can participate, all right? So once I show you this fish, your partner Alexandria is going to open up the scales. Once she opens the scales, you have 2 minutes to guess the weight of the fish, and then we're going to weigh that fish for you, all right? And if you guess the exact weight of the fish and you have followed the rules of engagement that are in the description, then you can walk away with a nice cash payout, all right? Al Plain said it's the grown and sexy segment. All right, let's get grown and sexy. All right, so Alexandria, as soon as I take this, okay, she says she's ready. Let's go ahead and take this one out on the red coil tag. And you can open the scales. As soon as you guys see scales officially open, start putting your guesses in the chat. And if you guess the exact weight of this fish, you can walk away with a nice cash payout. Now, there we go. This fish is sitting at about 15 inches exact. Just, you know, right at 15. Oh, his buddy down there is mad. Take a look at it, guys. There we go. The scales are now officially open. How much do you think this fish weighs? Do you see it? Do you see that? How much do you think this fish weighs? We're going to put it on a bubble scale and see if you're going to walk away with up to $40. All right? All right, you guys got 2 minutes of guessing, and I got 2 more minutes of fishing. So let me get back to it. Let's get back to it and have some more fun. As soon as the scales are closed, then we're going to weigh that fish and see if you guys can walk away with any of that cash, all right? Just that quick and easy. Get another good cast out there. I don't know if that was a good one or not, though. Oh, my goodness. You are disqualified at the Real Me. Real Me, what did you do? I told you guys. I warned you. The DQ queen has her eyes on you. Oh, my goodness. Not again. Faweezy, you are disqualified. What did Faweezy do? Remember, guys, you can only put one guess. Drew V is already laughing. You can only put, Real Me said, what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. You can only put one guess in the chat. One guess in the chat, guys. If you put more than one guess, and if you put that one guess in the chat more than once, she's going to hit you with the DQ. Voodoo said y'all don't read is what happened. Voodoo, you have been DQ'd before too. Faweezy says, I thought I had to put it as a decimal. Yes, they have to be up to two decimal places, guys. But once you type something in that chat, you cannot type it again because you will get DQ'd. We do not want to spam the chat. All right, so everybody hold off on typing any chat messages right now because we don't want to lose any of those guesses. Just give me a quick second. We're going to go ahead and get this scale ready. We're going to get it queued up, and then we're going to see if anybody's going to walk away with any of this cash for that pocket, all right? All right, so here we go. we're gonna make it official like a referee's whistle. Bam, there she goes. All right, so here we go, guys. Let me tell you what I think my guess is. I think this fish is gonna weigh about a let me go with a 171. I think a 171, guys. All right, so there you go. The scales are zeroed out. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. You guys know the name. All right, here we go. I said 171. Oh, I was a little off. Did it lock in at 155? 155 is the official weight. 155 is the official winner. Did anybody guess 155? If you guess 155, you could be walking away with up to $40, guys, just like that. Just like that. Outdoor TV says I was close. Guess how much cash I was close will get you? Can anybody in the chat tell Outdoors TV how much do you win for almost close, or I was close? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to C219 Troll. We have an official winner. It's C219 Troll. C219 Troll. Look, I'm getting tongue twisted. Now I know C219 Troll should be a member of the channel. Go ahead and say something to the people. C219, the crappy king. Where's he at? There he goes. He said, yeah, baby. Now, C219, you know you should be a member of this channel. That would have been a nice $40 bill for you. I can't believe you're not a member as long as you've been on the channel. Look at that. Bam, $20 right in that mouthpiece. Everybody hitting him up with the congratulations. Want to give a big shout out to Joe Winkler, Clint Perry, and also, who was it? Was it Drew V? I want to give a big shout out to the sponsors of yesterday's live stream. Today's sponsor is Clint Perry. Whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker, or show of support by gifting memberships is the sponsor of the live stream. Drew V said Bass for Cash is real. Oh, that's right. So I want you guys to watch and see how this plays out. C219 Troll is going to give his payment information because C219 Troll is following the guidelines of Bass for Cash, and he's going to have that money within just a few minutes. And take a look at this, guys. That is one fish and one payout, just like that. Now we have another fish in that live well. If a member of the money team wins that, they walk away with $40. All right, so I want to give a shout out to the members of the channel, the money team. So he beat out Mask Off Fishing. Mask Off said he was going to take that money, but Mask Off was like, I still have one more chance. C219 Troll, I didn't know that was you. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Derek. C219 Troll doing it big. Okay. Drew V says, use that money and buy you a membership so next time you get 2 guesses and twice the payout. Real Me says, how do you see fish on the screen? Okay, Real Me, are you talking about these screens down here? Is that what you want me to show you? Real Me, you want me to show you how I see fish on these screens right down here? I got hit with the triple goat. All right, Real Me says yes. All right, so here we go. I'll show you how to read this real quick. All right. Here we go. So this up here is the water column. This is water. This is the top of the lake. This is the bottom. The boat sits this way, and the screen, the transducer shoots out in front of the boat. Well, it shoots out whatever direction this is pointing. So right now it's pointing to the left. So watch, I'll turn that up there. See how it's turning? Now it's facing straight. It's facing straight. Now I'm going to turn it back to the left. And you see that screen moving at the same time? So as I'm turning it to the left, I start seeing some movement. This up here is just pollen, debris. It was going to be a lot of pollen, sun reflection, stuff like that, because there's a lot of pollen right now. This out here is some rocks and some structure. Now, I don't see any fish out here right now because sometimes those fish will be down in those rocks. But if I see a fish move around, then I can cast out to that fish. So this is the bottom of the lake right here. So that is just a quick tutorial on how I use that to see the fish. So Real Me, did that help? C219 Troll says, heading to pick up the boat now. need that gas money. So did you already receive the payout? So what we do, guys, we try to get the whoever wins, we try to get them paid immediately while everything is still live and have them confirmed so that you guys can see that Bass for Cash is real. So C219 Troll just won a nice $20 bill off of the guess of that fish. Now remember, everybody that is just tuning in, let me just show you real quick. We still have one more fish in this live well that we're about to weigh. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and guess the weight of that fish that is in the live well, and you can walk away with the next payout. Everybody put C219 in the chat. Put C219 in the chat. Shout out to C219 Troll, just won that Bass for Cash payout. And we're gonna see if we can get another fish to the boat while we work on the next payout. Let's see. C219 Troll says, thanks AC and Steve. Did he already get that payout? All right, let's see. We're waiting on C219 Troll to confirm the payout. Shout out to C219 Troll coming, sliding right on in and getting some gas money. Right, he says, yep, I got it. Shout out to C219 Troll. Man, do you guys see this? These guys on the bank are following me. They see me headed this way and they went and hopped up in front of me, guys. All right. Let's see if we can find another one out here. There we go. There we go. I see where you're hiding at. I see where you're hiding at. Mascot says, C219, I think you have something that belongs to me. You snatched this money, C219 Troll. Intelligent Mindsmith says, how much does a boat like that cost? All right, let's go ahead and do a quick boat tour. Let me get one more cast in. Then I'll do a walkthrough and show you guys some of the features on this boat. And then we will see how much does a boat like this cost. In the chat, what do you guys think? Let's see some guesses in the chat for those that already know about this boat. How much do you think a boat like this costs? All right, so here we go. I got a nice cast out there. All right, so I'm running a Nitro Z20. This is a 20-foot bass boat, guys. Nitro Z20. Up front, you see I have two screens out here. I have a 12-inch Humminbird Helix, and I have a 10-inch Humminbird Helix here. I'm running a Minn Kota trolling motor. On the side over here is a, goodness, what is that thing called again? A Mega 360, and I also have a Mega Live on there. Now coming around back to the back, let's take a look back here. This is being pushed by a 250 horsepower Mercury Pro SX 4-stroke motor. So it will push this boat around 70 miles an hour, a little more, a little less, depending on how you have it rigged up. Also, I have a shallow water anchor. This is a Minn Kota Talon. It shoots a spike down into the bottom of the lake. As long as I'm in 10 foot of water or less, then it will hold the boat in place for me. I also have one over here. Now, why is it down there? Because today it was rough out here on this lake. The wind was knocking the boat around so much that it knocked that one loose, and it also actually fell in the water. The only thing that was holding this from going to the bottom of the lake was that cable. So I had to reach down in the water and hold that from falling while the boat was being knocked around by the wind. But luckily I was able to get it back. So there we go, guys. So in the chat, I gave you guys a quick, let me just show you the console. So I have a 9-inch unit right here, and I have another 10-inch unit over here on this side. So that's pretty much the layout of the boat. So based on that information, in the chat, how much do you think this boat cost? Fishing for Dollar says $73,000. Ricky says $80K. Intelligent Mindsmith says, never mind, you answered it. Let me see. Intelligent Mindsmith says that body got nitro. Let me see how much horsepower. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah, there we go. Jennifer says 100K. She put 100 on it. Drew V says 125K. Tyler says 60K, 65K. Clint Perry says 69. Al Plain said, hey, it's not about the cost. It's about the experience. Drew B said 125. 125. All right, so we are at 101 likes, guys. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Now we're gonna weigh this second fish in here. If you have not hit the subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button now, because all that you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel in order to participate. Now, if you have not hit that subscribe button by the time the scales open, sometimes it takes there's about a 2-minute delay before you are able to participate in the chat once you hit subscribe. And the scales are only open for 2 minutes. So if you do not hit that subscribe button before those scales are open, you may not be able to put your guess in time, all right? So we are currently at 103 likes. How many likes do we need, Alexandria, to go ahead and weigh this second fish? How many likes do we need to weigh that second fish? Chaos Goat says, I'm gonna need to win a lot of times to pay for that. All right, the wind calmed down just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, is the DQ queen, so now you guys know why we call it a DQ queen. How many people got DQ'd in the chat? How many people got, okay, so we need 16 more likes. 16 more likes, and then we're gonna see if anybody's gonna walk away with $40 for this next fish, all right? In the chat, how many people just got DQ'd? How many people did you see get DQ'd? Type your guesses in the chat. Let's see. How many people did you guys see that got DQ'd? Al Plain says 4 people got DQ'd. Any other guesses? Tyler said it was 3. DL Peck Fishing said 3. Oh my goodness. The DQ queen was going ham. She was going wild in the chat. She was hitting you guys like Oprah. You get a DQ. You get a DQ. Any other guesses? All right, DQ Queen. How many people? Okay, Kevin Two Fishes said it was 3. All right, DQ Queen. How many people did you DQ? How many people did you actually DQ? No, it was more than 2. You DQ'd more than 2 people. She DQ'd so many people, she loses count. It was at least 3. You DQ'd at least 3 people. Al Plain says, MoneyBass, what's up with that yellow string? It's bad luck. So you think it's bad luck, huh? So this is my filler line. This is the backing. So I'm using high-vis yellow line. So as I'm fishing, I can look out here and I can see it on the water. On the other end of that is a fluorocarbon. That is clear line. Fluorocarbon line is on the other end of that. Ashton says it was 2. Tyler says, for real, she lost count. Oh, you said on the deck. Let me see. What was your question? What's up with that yellow string? Oh, this. So what happened earlier, what I was telling you guys, if you go back to the very beginning of the video, you will see me getting beat up by these waves. The boat was getting knocked into the boat dock and all kinds of stuff. So I had to hurry up and grab that line in order to tie the boat off to the boat dock so it wouldn't keep getting knocked around. And also, let me just show you back here. It knocked this whole thing off my boat. So I have to get home and fix that up. And let me show you guys. Some of you guys may know, some of you may not. But take a look. Do you see that scratch right there, that gash? Do you know how much it will cost to just get that one scratch right here fixed? That came from the boat being knocked up against the cables at the dock today. She said, see, Ashton knows. What did Ashton say? He said it was 2. Okay. Well, maybe we were laughing and talking so much that it seemed like it was more than 2 people that got DQ'd. Chaos Goat says the Windation sensation. Clint Perry went ahead and got technical with it. He said Bass Pro Z20 XL Pro is $68,995. Now, is that before taxes? Is that before your delivery fee, before setup, before your electronics? What does that price consist of? All right, guys, we need 12 more likes. We need 12 more likes. I want to see if somebody can win this money. Go ahead and hit us in the mouthpiece with 12 more likes so we can get things rolling. Again, want to give a big shout out to Clint Perry. He is the sponsor of today's live stream. He hit us with that gifted membership a little earlier. And like I say, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker, or show of support for the channel during the live stream is the sponsor of that live stream, guys. I see some fish out here kind of roaming around. So we're going to see if there's some bigger fish chasing them that want to eat them. All right, Whipstick says, Money, when you find someone to fix that scratch, please let me know. I have one on my boat. Oh yeah, I have a somebody that can fix it. It's just that price is not something that you're gonna want to pay. Hold on real quick, guys. All right, guys, we're back. I had to mute out for a quick second. Shout out to AC. She knew the deal. She said the audio will return shortly. All right, so we need 10 more likes, guys. Once we get 10 more likes, then we're going to open the scales up again. Now, what I tell you guys is if you want to get those likes up a little faster, make sure you are sharing these live streams with your family and friends. Even if somebody's not really into fishing, I know they'll be into winning some cash for one of these bass, right? So you want to make sure that they hop in here and get active so we can make some things happen a little bit faster. Let me see. All right, guys, let's see. If you have not hit the like button, type the word no in the chat. Let's just see who hasn't hit the like button. And like I said, make sure you guys hit that share button and share these live streams. Tell your people to come on in there and hit the like button. We just need 9 more likes. We just need a few more likes, and then we're going to be able to get out here and see if anybody's going to walk away with any of this cash. So we're about to head on out too, guys. So you got to get those likes up. Remember, likes make the fish bite. We've already proven that to be a fact, right? Somebody asked earlier, do likes really make the fish bite? And once we got those likes up, then we got the bites up. Fish Guru says, show us the money. Blaster says, I like you, MoneyBass. I like me too. No, I'm just joking. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're out here for a good time, guys. Sir Yuga back in the chat once again says, where's that spinnerbait at? I know you hear that wind, right? Is that why you're saying spinnerbait? Did you hear the wind or did you see the ripples on the water? Which one was it? What made you say spinnerbait? Oh my goodness, guys. We just had something put his mouthpiece on it. It was like, let me take a nibble of that, MoneyBass, and I missed it. But we still have another $40 bill in that live well, guys. But I don't know if anybody wants it. Whipstick said he doesn't think y'all really want that money. We give you the opportunity, but you just don't take it. Shout out to Mark Allen says, Jacob Wheeler Ducket Rod, absolutely game changer. Oh yeah, the bendation is real. The bendation is real. Sir Yuga says, windy and sunny. I wore them out on a spinnerbait last week. What lake were you on with that spinnerbait? Chaos Ghost says, Sir Yuga, my man. All right, we need 7 more likes, guys, and then we're about to give away some of this loot. Andrew says, I don't have any family or friends. Is there anybody in the chat that wants to be Andrew's friend? Andrew says, I don't have any family or friends. Uh-oh, Sir Yuga says, same conditions, Lake Lanier. Was that north end, south end, or mid-lake? Let's see. Does anybody want to be Andrew's friend? Okay, Chaos Goat. Okay, Anders, you have 1 friend. Anybody else? Do we have any other friend openings? Friend opportunities for Anders? Anders has 1 friend. Let's see if we can get Anders 3 friends. Mid-lake and upper south end. Okay, were you catching largemouth or spotted bass? All right, so we have Fish Guru. All right, Anders, you have 2 friends. You have 2 friends. We just need 1 more friend for Anders. And then go ahead and introduce yourself to each other. Mark Allen says, up in Michigan. What's going on in Michigan? On the river, jerk baits are running good right now. Oh, yeah, they're catching them on jerk bait here, too. Jerk bait, apparently spinner bait. I mean, they're just biting pretty good. Jay says, is that a 1,000 size reel? No, I think it's about a 2,500 or 2,000, whichever one. But this is, oh, there it goes right there on there. Let's see. A 200 G3. Film Master says, have you caught any fish? Oh, we have a fish on deck. We have a fish on deck right now. We have one more fish left in the live well that we're gonna weigh for Bass for Cash. So if you have not already subscribed to the channel, then you need to make sure you hurry up and subscribe and get ready for the next session of Bass for Cash. Once we get 6 more likes, then we will be doing our next session of Bass for Cash, all right? Let's get this little slime snot grass off of there. And let's get that right out there where those fish are at. And then we're gonna set the hook on the next fish. But hopefully we will get 5 more likes before I catch this next fish. So we'll see if we're gonna give away another $20 or $40 bill. Shout out to C219 Troll. C219 Troll, are you still in the chat? Hopefully he has a badge next to his name already. Let's see if he went and got that membership so he can win $40 the next time. Whipstick says, Anders, a friend indeed is a friend in need. I think you said it backwards, Wimpy. He said a friend indeed is a friend in need. I thought it was a friend in need is a friend indeed. Fishmaster 48 says, any winners recently? Yes, we've had one winner today. Let me just show you. But we still have one more fish that we're going to weigh in the live well. Can you see him down there? It's just down there relaxing. Now I was looking. It was like, hey, I was trying to sleep down here, buddy. You just woke me up. But do you see him? So we have another one that we're going to weigh in there. And we're going to see if we'll have 2 win. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. Look at the bendation. Oh, my God. Am I going to be able to get this fish out of there? He's out. He is out. Do you see that? Oh, my goodness. That right there is what we call bendation. That is what we call bendation. The bendation is real. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness, and it jumped. That thing is, it's huge. Do you see it? Do you see how huge that fish is? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, my goodness. We got it in the net. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Do you see what just happened? Do you see what just happened? Pow! Right in that mouthpiece. Look at the eyes on it. The eyes are huge. She's looking at you. She's like, oh, my God, MoneyBass. I was down there relaxing. I was just a little hungry. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, now this is a fat. Let me show you guys. First, let me just show you this. Do you see this measuring board? This fish is way past that measuring board. Let me just show you guys. Look at that. The 15 inches is way back here. That tail goes way out there. Oh, my God. And better yet, I'm getting choked up out here. The pollen is atrocious. But let me just show you guys this. Now, that first one that we weighed, does anybody remember the weight on that first fish? Does anybody remember the weight on that first fish? Does anybody remember the weight of that first fish? 154? It was something like that. Now, look at the fish right there. C219 Troll walked away with a $20 bill off of this fish. Look at that right there. Oh, my God. Look at the head on her. Do you see how much bigger she is? Oh, my God. The bendation is really real. Just like Bass for Cash. Oh, my goodness, guys. It's amazing. It is amazing. Let's go ahead and put her down in there. I don't even know what to say right now. Look how huge she is. Look at her back. She is huge. She is huge. Let's go ahead and put some water in there for her. She's like, I'm thirsty, MoneyBass. She was like, I was down there just relaxing, and bam, right in my mouthpiece. That's right, I popped her right in her mouthpiece. Fish Guru said, oh yeah, that's a 337. Jennifer said 3-pounder, 100%. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whipstick said, oh my God. Oh, I guess I said, oh my God, didn't I? Maybe I did. I was losing my mind. Whipstick says, another busted mouthpiece. The bendation is real. That is true. Chaos Goat said, bendation across the nation. Sir, you can say, get a money bass. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go, guys. All right, so we have 2 more fish to weigh out. But look, you guys didn't even get me to 120 likes. I cannot believe it. All we needed was 2 more likes. You guys didn't even get me to 120 likes. Oh my goodness. Andrew says, it's fat. Oh yeah, she's a fat. Big old fatty fat. Look how fat she is. Look how big she is compared to the other ones that are in there. Bam, right in that mouthpiece. Whipstick said, let's get some cash away. Let's go. We're at 120 likes, guys. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's give some cash away. Kablam. 120 likes. It's really real. It's official. Let's see. Here we go. This is the one we're weighing next. And listen, let me tell you guys, you need to go ahead and keep hitting that like button, because if we don't get the likes up to the number that AC says, then we may not even do Bass for Cash for that biggest fish. We need the likes to go up. All right, here we go. AC, are you ready to give some more DQs out? Put ready in the chat. And actually, you can go ahead and open up the scales, because I'm putting it out here. As soon as you guys see scales open, you will have 2 minutes. Now, this one is, it's a little bit, do you see it? It's just under 15 inches, guys. Can you see that? Shout out to FishXLive. All right, there we go. Go ahead and open. The scales are officially open. You guys have 2 minutes. We are in subscriber only mode. Remember, you only have to be a subscriber. It does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash. You guys have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. 2 minutes. And let's see, is anybody gonna get DQ'd again for not following the rules of engagement? That fish was huge. Oh my goodness. I told you your partner Money Bass was still gonna be able to make it happen. We made it happen, Captain. Just like that. Bam. All up in that mouthpiece. All right, you guys have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. Is C219 Troll back in the chat? Mask Off Fishing said, I think it's a 154. Fish Guru says 3.37 for the bigger one. Uh-oh, Fish Guru, we're on. Uh-oh, let me see. Chaos Goat, I see you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did Chaos Goat, Chaos Goat, what did you do? Remember, you can only put 1 guess in the chat. 1 guess, 1 entry. Put that 1 guess 1 time. Oh, Chaos Goat said I DQ myself. Go ahead and make it official, AC. You got to make it official. We don't know what he did yet, but make it official. Chaos Goat said I hit 1 and accidentally sent it. Oh, and then you tried to hide your tracks. He said, let me hide the evidence. Chaos Goat. You are disqualified. Fish Guru got disqualified. What about somebody just DQ'd themselves? You need to go ahead and make it official, AC. What did Chaos Goat do? You are disqualified, Chaos Goat. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Both of you got busted right in the mouthpiece. How did it happen? Oh my, the scales are now officially closed. Let's go ahead and reel this back in. The scales are officially closed. Make sure you guys share this channel. Now listen, this is what we are going to do for this last guess. For this next fish, for this big one, For this big one, we're gonna do this a little different. But first, let's go ahead and weigh this next one. All right, everybody hold off on putting your fish guru said, but there were 2 fish. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna clear this scale out. Now, I think this fish is definitely smaller than the other one. I'm gonna say this fish is about a 1.4. Goodness. Man, let's see. I'll say a 1.48. Let's go ahead and zero it out. Let's see what I think. Let's see. I said 1.48. Uh-oh, wait a minute. It was bigger. Oh my God, 1.57. 1.57. If somebody gets 1.57, they're walking away with some more cash in their pocket. Let's get it right. 1.57. There we go, guys. Did anybody get a 1.57? 1.57. Let's go ahead and put it back. Let's see if she'll jump for us. Do you want to jump? You gotta love beautiful days and fun in the sun. Let's see if she wants to go home. There she goes. No official winners, guys. No official winners. Let's go ahead and put this other one back. Whoa, it gets real in the field. They're down there mad, guys. Why are the fish so mad? All right, here is the next one. You gotta love it. Fun in the sun. Well, this one jumped for us. Let's see. It will not. It was like, I'm out. Drew said, do you ever use baby brush hogs? Sometimes I do. All right, Mascot said, almost had y'all again. Whipstick said, not this time, bro. All right, let's go over to FishXLive. Let's see how many subs we have over on FishXLive real quick. Let's just take a look and see. All right, let's see. All right, so what I'm doing, guys, I'm going over to FishXLive. Let's see, FishXLive is what we're going to on YouTube. Let's see how many subs are on FishXLive on YouTube.
Live is a customizable full-scale tournament app that facilitates
All right, there we go.
live streaming capabilities.
FishXLive.com. Make sure you guys go and check it out. All right. So, AC. How many people? Well, not AC yet. Let's check with the chat. How many people were just DQ'd? How many people were DQ'd on that round of Bass for Cash? How many people were DQ'd? In the chat, let me know. Chaos Goat said, I'm still having fun. He joined the DQ gang. You're in a special group of, hold on just a second. All right, you are in a small but friendly group. You are a new member of the DQ club. Shout out to Chaos Goat. Are you guys putting in the chat? All right, so this was the question. How many people were just DQ'd in the last round of Bass for Cash? Anders says that fat fish will eat the other ones. Don't mind me. I'm gonna just get my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. We're gonna see if we can get another one. So, AC, how many likes do we need to go ahead and weigh that big one? Because I think it's about time to roll out. I think it's about time to roll out, guys. We've been out here for a good time. We've had a winner for today. Chaos Goat says DQ'd for life. Shout out to, look, Voodoo said, welcome to the DQ club. Don't forget MoneyBass is in it as well. That's right. I am a member. She actually did DQ me too, guys. I can't win anyways, and she still DQ'd me. I was like, man, the viciousness. So yes, I am an official member of the DQ club. She said 140. She said we need 100. She is hitting y'all with the DQs, and she is like, y'all are gonna get these likes up today. She said, you're gonna learn today. She said class is in session. DQ 101 is in session for today. So several people have been DQ'd, and that's right, I was DQ'd also. Fish Guru says I got DQ'd, but I was the closest one for the big one. So Fish Guru, you're a member of the club too? Voodoo, did you welcome Fish Guru to the DQ club also? So the newest members from today are Fish Guru, Chaos Goat. Who were the other two people that got DQ'd? Fish Guru said, that's it, Alexandria is fired. Oh my goodness. Voodoo says, I welcome everyone that gets DQ'd. Blaster says, aw, newbies. Baby Glee said, how many fish did we get today? I would say we got $120. Shout out to Drew V, 5 months. I hope everyone have a blessed day. Shout out to everybody put Drew V. Been a member of the Money Team for 5 months, guys. Andrew says, what does DQ mean? Can anybody tell Anders what DQ means? It's universal. DQ means the same everywhere. And right now, oh, and it came off, guys. It came off. I couldn't catch up to it. It came off and I couldn't catch up to it. We had another fish on, guys. We had another one on. We had another one that was ready. DQ'd means disqualified. That is true. Druvy says, try again. We're going to try again. Ashton says, Dairy Queen. Blaster says, I saw the bendation briefly. All right, guys, let's go ahead and we got hung up just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get it loose and get back in action. right, just bear with me, guys. I have to make some quick adjustments. Voodoo says all of just gifted you 2 guesses. Hold on, did I miss something? Did I miss something? Let's see. All right, just have to make some adjustments, guys. Hold on, just bear with me real quick. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, let me fix this real quick. All right, there we go. We're back in action now, guys. All right, how many likes do we have? Wow, we're up to 132. Just like that. And how many likes do we need? We only need 8 more likes. Alexandra, was the number 140? We only need 8 more likes to weigh that big one. 104 more likes to weigh that big fish, guys. Okay, I see. Appreciate that. Shout out to Drew. Oh my goodness. Drew just became the new sponsor of today's live stream. He has hit you guys right in the mouthpiece with 5 gifted memberships. They went to Thrax, Damon, Crush It Jail, Sev K, and Shala Bills. Shala Bills, not dollar bills, but Shala Bills. I see you guys already doing what you're supposed to do. Big shout out to Drew V. Everybody put Drew V in the chat. All right, and we only need 7 more likes, guys. 7 more likes, and we're going to weigh that big fish and see if anybody's going to walk away with a $40 bill, all right? So let's see. Al Plain says, sure would be nice to have one of the gifted memberships. All right, so I think we have Hippie Dave. And who was that? Frisco. I think Frisco is trying to wait around for a gifted membership, too. But where's C219 Troll? I'm trying to see if C219 Troll has a badge next to his name yet. Does he have that badge? All right, guys, 7 more likes. 7 more likes, and we're going to see if anybody's going to walk away with a nice $40 bill. That's right. Voodoo says they are random. That is true. So YouTube actually decides who gets those memberships. It is by a random draw. That is one of the things that kind of makes it difficult whenever someone is waiting to get a gifted membership, because you pretty much have to wait until YouTube feels you are worthy. I wonder if it goes by participation or what it goes by. What do you guys think? Let's see what we can see once again. Let's just see what we can see. Drew V says C219, he spent that money on gas. He's already out there fishing, right? Blaster says, I wish I had a badge. I want to arrest somebody. All right, guys, we need 5 more likes. Now, remember, we are still in subscriber only mode. The reason we are in subscriber only mode is because you must be a subscriber to the channel in order to participate. It does not cost anything to participate. You don't have to pay any funds at all, but you can win some cash. Just make sure you have hit the like button and that you have also hit the subscribe button. Just that quick and easy. Now, once we get 4 more likes, we're going to open up the scales. When we open up those scales, if you guess the exact weight of that big fish that we have in the live well, somebody could walk away with up to $40. Now, we already had one $20 winner today. So we're going to see if we can double that. See if we can get a second winner in the chat. Uh-oh, Drew, don't get DQ'd in that chat. Don't get DQ'd. She's watching you. Shout out to Noah, says, what state are you fishing in? I'm fishing in Georgia. I'm out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. Blaster says he bought a Tahitian treat and a Susie Q. Andrew says, it's not big, it's fat. It's a big old fatty fat. Oh yeah, and the bendation was real. Do we have anybody that is new in the chat right now? Anybody that's new to the channel, today is your first time watching, type the word new in the chat. We're just gonna keep on easing around. Shout out to Noah, new from Tennessee. Anybody else here new to the channel? Drew V said only 2 more likes. Chaos Goat says you don't need to be new to get DQ'd. That's right, she'll pop you right in the mouthpiece either way. She's equal opportunity DQ officiate. Shout out to Jerry, new from Indianapolis. Appreciate you from tuning in. Real Me says I'm real new. All right, good to have you in the chat. Uh-oh, guys. How many likes do we have? Somebody in the chat tell me, how many likes do you see in the chat? Chaosco says no special treatment around here. That is true. That is true. Everybody can catch a DQ. $143 likes. All right, so it's time, guys. So once we finish this cast up right here, then we're gonna go ahead and open those scales. You guys did your job. I did my job today. So it was a good day all around. We have another question in the chat, guys. Baby Glee says, how much that boat cost? How much is it? Think I want to get one. Blaster says, MoneyBass, I think Virginia waters are prettier than Georgia water. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that water? Is that some pretty water? Andrew said, try to send $50 so I could be a member, but it did not work. Oh, you're trying to join the membership. AC, are you in the chat? Is there a link or something that can be put in the chat for people that want to become members? I'm not really sure, but there should be. There's actually a link in the description, and there should be a join button where you guys are putting in the messages at, and that will allow you to join the membership. All right, and who was that was trying to do that? Anders. So Anders, do you have an iPhone or an Android? We know people that have iPhones have had issues with trying to set up memberships. So that could be a thing for you, iPhone or Android. All right, we'll wait for a second and see. Anders wants to go ahead and hop in and become a member so he can have those special privileges. He says just bored. Oh, an iPhone. Okay, so he has an iPhone. So do you have access to a laptop or a computer? So Anders is like, hey, today is my day. I'm gonna get that membership and get those 2 guesses and get twice the payout. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna see. We are going to see what is happening around here. All right, I was trying to give you a little time, Anders, but it looks like you won't be able to get it set up before we weigh this big fish. Oh, you know what? I was only supposed to do one more cast. I was supposed to do one more cast and then weigh the fish, right? Andrew says, I only have my iPhone. Yeah, so people have said that they have issues trying to do that through an iPhone. So they normally use a laptop or a computer if they have an iPhone. What's going on? We have Delta Bass tuning in. Delta Bass, I think you're just in time. We're about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. So we have the last fish of the day that we're about to go ahead and weigh. You guys got us up to 143 likes, so we're going to see if we can give away a nice and easy $40 bill. A nice $40 bill, guys. Let's go ahead and spot lock in this spot right here, and let's get it cracking. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. This is a gooder. It's a good one. Do you see that fish right there? Now that is a tournament fish. That is a tournament fish. All right, we are already in subscriber only mode. Remember, all that you have to do is be a member of the channel. So make sure you have hit, well, not a member, a subscriber to the channel. Make sure you have already hit the subscribe button. We are about to weigh this big fish right here, the biggest fish of the day, and see if anybody's going to walk away with a nice $40 bill. Now, make sure you read the rules of engagement. She is giving you guys some hints, some tips. If you do not follow those rules, you will become a member of the DQ Club. We have had 4 new members of the DQ Club come up for today. All right. So make sure you follow the rules of engagement. One of the main things I will tell you is only put 1 guess per fish. You only get 1 guess only. Do not put that same guess in the chat multiple times. Do not spam the chat. Do not text once scales are open. All right. We want to keep the chat nice and clean with guesses only for 2 minutes. That's how long you have. Chaos Goat said, don't get DQ'd like me. That's right. Want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. You guys have seen the information in the chat. It is that time of year where you want to reach out to them for your residential and commercial landscaping needs. They do everything. SWAT stands for service with all the trimmings. They do gutter work. They do anything on the outside, pressure washing, all of that. Okay. So make sure you reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations. We want to support the companies that support us. They serve all of the metro Atlanta area. Okay. All right. They're located out of Conyers, Georgia. So reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations. I know Alexandria already dropped that in the chat along with the number to SWAT Lawn Operations. All right, guys. The other sponsor I want you guys to reach out to is FishXLive.com. Go to FishXLive.com. There's a video on there that will explain what the app is all about. If you are a tournament organization or any type of organization that hosts fishing tournaments, make sure you look into FishXLive. It will allow your organization to, let's see. It will allow your company to expand its social media presence, do live tournaments, live weigh-ins. You have live chat, all of that good stuff. So it allows you to get sponsored dollars and revenue for your organization. Okay, so that is what FishXLive is. It allows you to run tournaments, just like the pros, pretty much. All right, so appreciate that for everybody. And real quick, if you want to reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations for a free estimate for your residential or commercial properties, please call 404-423-5131. All right, there we go, guys. There we go. All right, so let's see. Check out. Okay, there you go. Check out the Mastering Fishing Tournaments FishXLive video on FishXLive.com. All right, so are we ready to open the scales? Are we ready to open the scales on this one? Are we ready, guys? Let's go ahead and show you guys the fish. I think she is ready. We are in subscriber only mode. Hopefully everybody has hit that subscribe button. There we go. You can go ahead and open the scales as soon as you are ready. Look at the stomach on it. Do you see the girth? Bendation leads to girthification. Oh my God, the scales are officially open. Is somebody going to walk away with a nice $40 bill today? $40 is on the line. Do not get DQ'd. Make sure you follow the rules of engagement, guys. I don't even need to put this one on the measuring board because it's too big. It's too big. Doesn't even need to be on the measuring board, guys. All right, I see all those guesses in the threes. Oh yeah, I can tell you, if you are not guessing 3 or more, then you are going to be off on that one. All right, so there we go, guys. You have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the live in the chat. After those 2 minutes are up, then we will go ahead and weigh that fish and see if anybody's going to walk away with a nice little payout. All right, we will see. We'll see what is about to happen, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Andrew says, I will only say that it's fat. I don't see any DQs happening yet. Did everybody learn their lesson? Is that what happened? Uh-oh, Drew V. I see you tried to hide something. But the DQ queen, she's quick. She may have caught you. I don't know what happened. Drew V may have slid through the cracks. We're going to see, Drew V. Did you make it? Uh-oh, Clint Perry hit us with a 4-pound even and a 4.01. Chaos Ghost says, I seen Drew. He said, I saw you, Drew. Oh, no, she got you. What did you do, Drew? Drew V, you are disqualified. No. And what was Drew's guesses? Let's see if Drew would have been. He has 3.98 and 412. I think both of those may be some good guesses. Drew V. Drew V said, punish me, mama. Oh, my goodness, Drew. Chaos Ghost said he posted 4 guesses. Oh, my goodness. All right, so the scales are still open, guys. Okay, the scales are now officially closed. All right, everybody, hold off for just a second. Let me go ahead and fish this to the rest of the way to the boat, because if we get another fish on this one, on this cast, then maybe we'll have another chance of somebody getting an additional $40 bill, all right? Now, remember, each one of these fish that we weigh, you have a chance to win $20. But if you are a member of the Money Team, you have 2 guesses, twice the chance to win, and you can get twice the payout, all right? Drew got hit with the DQ. Drew, how many times have you been DQ'd? Have you been DQ'd more than once? Is there anybody in the chat that's been DQ'd more than once? All right, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and weigh it out and see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, so Voodoo, you need to welcome Drew to the DQ club. Today was his first day getting DQ'd. All right, guys, let's go ahead and zero the scale out. All right, here we go. Let's zero it out. Kablam. We're zeroed out. Now let's take a look at this bad boy right here. Oh my goodness. Is this a 4? I think this is a 4, guys. I think it's a 4. I'm gonna go with 4.11. 4.11 is what I think this fish is, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and weigh it out. We are zeroed out. And what did your partner MoneyBass say? 4.11. Oh, it hit the 4s for a quick second, and we locked in at 395. But listen, guys, hold on. We're gonna weigh this one more time because I moved that cull tag. I may have done something wrong with it. So we're gonna zero it out, and we're gonna do it one more time, guys. We're zeroed out now. Let's see. Yep, I did do something. Oh my goodness, somebody won. Was that Clint Perry? Oh my, do you see that? 4.01. Oh my God, guys. Did Clint Perry win? I remember he put 2 guesses that were close to each other. Oh my goodness. Chaos Goat hit me with the triple goat. Look at that fish right there, guys. Bam. It couldn't have went to a better person. Shout out to Clint Perry. He got hit right in the mouthpiece with a $40 bill because Clint Perry is a member of the Money Team. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Shout out to Clint Perry. Where's Clint at? Is Clint in the chat? Everybody needs to put CP in the chat. Everybody put CP in the chat. Oh my goodness. Clint Perry. He did it. Look at that fish in there. And shout out to Clint Perry. Where's Clint at? I don't see him talking in the chat yet. Chaos Goat says, I can't see. I'm still facing the corner. Oh man, where's Clint at? Has Clint said anything yet? Everybody is shouting out Clint Perry. That's right. He gets 4.0 and 4.01. Oh my goodness. There you go. Shout out to Clint Perry. 4.01. Clint Perry says, MoneyBass, let the next winner have my winnings. What? Clint, are you sure? Clint said, let the next winner have his winnings. So you're saying you're going to double up the payout to the next winner? Wow. Oh, my goodness, guys. Drew V said, oh, yeah, Clint Perry is the MVP. Oh, yeah, he is the general. He is the general of the Money Team. He said, hey, he's making it rain. Clint Perry's out here making it rain, guys. He's making it rain for the chat. Oh, my goodness. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to have to check. Let's check the weather now. Do I need to come back out here again tomorrow? Let me just check. Tomorrow is what? Is tomorrow Wednesday? I think tomorrow is Wednesday. Yes, it is. Tomorrow is Wednesday, guys. Let's just take a look at the weather for tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Nice and sunny. Now, let's just check the wind report. So today it says, wait a minute. It says 5 to 10 mile an hour winds today. That is not true. Oh, okay. 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. That is, okay. I can see that with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. So that is true. Now, let's check and see tomorrow, Wednesday. Northwest winds, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Okay. All right, so the wind will be better tomorrow. So we're going to catch more fish tomorrow, guys. All right, so you guys see it. You see it. So tomorrow, that pot already has $40 extra in it. Now, Clint, just to be clear, does that go? So if somebody wins and they're not a subscriber, do they get an additional $40 to theirs? An additional $40 if they win. Whipstick says, CP, you're the man. Oh, my goodness. The general of the Money Team stepping in strong. He went ahead and Clint Perry out here like doing his hands like that. He's making it rain on y'all. Look at Drew V. Drew V said, I think members only. I wonder why Drew V wants it to be members only. Let's see. We're waiting for the official word from Clint. Because I think Clint's saying he's just throwing it in the pot. Kevin Smith says 20-mile-an-hour winds here with gusts up to 30. Oh, yeah. So that's what we're dealing with here. Blaster says, what I'm going to sleep now so tomorrow gets here sooner. Whipstick says, CP has a new name, Big Money Grip. Oh, my goodness. Big Money Clint. All right, let's see. Clint Perry said, yes, Alexandria can take care of it. All right, so it goes to whoever wins tomorrow. So the next winner automatically gets $40 added to their payout. Now, listen, we only have 60 people that are in the chat right now. Listen, guys, listen to me closely. Share this link with your family and friends. They do not have to like fishing. All they have to do is guess the weight of that fish. Subscribe to the channel, guess the weight of the fish for tomorrow, and you will walk away with either $60 or oh my goodness, hold on, or $80. Am I doing the math right? Yes. $60 or $80 to the next winner. Alexandra says, is this tomorrow only or for until we get another winner? He said for the next winner. For the next winner. But what I'm saying, we want to give this payout tomorrow. So everybody that is watching now, hit that share button. Share this link. All right, share this link. And let your family, your wife, your kids, your husband, everybody needs to go ahead and take a stab at getting that payout for tomorrow, all right? What's going on, Pro Broden? Checking in, all right. So in case you did not know, we just finished doing the Bass for Cash, and the winner was Clint Perry off of this nice 4.01 pounder. Do you guys see that? I need to go ahead and take a picture with this one so I can add it into FishXLive.com. But look at that. This fish is long and strong. It's a big one. And the bendation was real. Bendation led to girthification. Do you see her? It's really real. Bendation led to girthification. Do you guys see that right there? Look at her looking at you. But we're going to go ahead and put her back. I need to take a picture with her real quick. But shout out to Clint Perry. You guys saw the rules. Hopefully everybody will tune back in tomorrow and bring your family and friends with you, because tomorrow would definitely be a good day. We're going to catch we should catch more fish tomorrow. I mean, we had a good day today. I mean, we weren't out here long. Had 2 winners for today. 2 winners for today, guys. So things are picking back up for everybody. You're getting your guesses right. Drew says you should be logging this on FishXLive. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that for the people. So for anybody that does not know, FishXLive.com, there's a feature on here that is for the everyday fisherman. It will allow you to track the baits you're using, where you're catching these fish, the conditions, all that kind of stuff. You can also put your own notes in here. So we're going to go in here and go to FishXLive. So I already have the app ready. I've already downloaded, set up my profile and everything. So we're going to go to my profile. So there's my profile picture right there on FishXLive. You can go to download the app for free, guys. You can download it. Down here's the menu where you can look at the anglers that are in there. So if you go to anglers and you just do a search for MoneyBass, you can actually see my profile. You can click on my journal of catches and you will see all of these fish that we have been catching out here. What month is this, guys? This is April. So let's just do a search for April. Just see the type of fish I've caught for April. All right, let's see. Let's see. So these are some pictures. These weights, generally whenever I weigh it, when I catch a fish, before we weigh it for Bass for Cash, I'll put 100 pounds in there just so you guys won't know what the weight is. But these are fish that I have caught for April. You guys see all those fish? And look at this. This is from 2024. So this is what, around mid-April, something like that. So we can look and see what kind of pattern I was running for April of last year. So let's just go and find there's a 2.54. That was called April 4th of this year. Let's see if I see something from last year. April 13th of 2024. So let's see. I can go in here and I caught this fish. There's that fish. It looks like it was during a tournament. Let me see. Isolated rocks holding a lot of fish off the main lake. I was able to see the fish on forward-facing sonar, but it was hard to get them to bite. And I caught that fish. There's the bait that I used. There's the fish, and that was a 2.54-pound fish. So what you use this for is to go back as your journal. And you can go back to these locations. I don't have the mapping on there because I guess it was a tournament. There's another one right here, a 4.54. Look at that one, 4.54 pounds. Caught that one during a tournament on a crankbait. And that was April 18th, so around the same time. So now I know if I go back to that lake, it says Lake Lanier. That wasn't Lake Lanier, so I have the wrong lake in there. But you guys get the gist of it. But let's go ahead and add this fish in here. So we're gonna log this catch. I hit that log a catch button. This is Lake Lanier. And this is a spotted bass. The weight was 4.01 pounds. The length on this one, I don't know. Let's just put 18 in there. Wasn't really too worried about the length. Camera. So let's go ahead and take a picture with this fish. Let me get everything set up right. I'm gonna do a countdown on this one. Now that is a big one. All right, so there we go. Got a picture of that. Let's go ahead and log that picture. Hit OK on that. Then we're gonna track this location. Hit that track location button. It'll let me know that I was here fishing it. And let's see, caught this fish. What we'll do is we'll just dictate the notes. I kind of like doing it that way. Caught this fish on a shaky head, period. In cover by a pier, period. Pollen is on the water. And it is a clear day. A clear day. Period. All right, so now let's come back in here. Picture of the lure. Actually, I think I have a picture in here already. Let's see. Let's see, where's a picture of that lure at? Go through all my pictures real quick. It's in here somewhere. But you can also just take a picture if you don't already have a picture of it. I did this the hard. Okay, there we go. Got my picture. So upload my picture. The water temp. What is the water temp? 58 degrees. So we'll go 58 on the water temp. The weather is going to be sunny. Water clarity. This water is very clear, like it is pretty much all the time. Clear. The wind was kind of up today. So let's just go with 5 to 10 miles an hour, and then we're going to submit that picture. And now that picture is in there, and that was a 4.01. So now you see the picture right there in my journal, so I can actually click on that. There's the picture with the fish. What'd I do? Okay, there we go. The picture with the fish. There are the details. You see, so this right here is private. The only reason you guys can see this right now is because I'm letting you see my actual journal. But this information below, only you can see this. So on your account, you're the only one that would be able to see it. There are my catch details. There's the bait. And then there's the map. So I could actually go to this map. It has that location pinpointed. I could zoom in to that exact location where I caught that fish at. Let's see what else we have in there. Water temp, water clarity, and weather. So there we go, guys. So that is the FishXLive journal. And that is how I track my locations, my baits, water temps, things like that from year to year. It allows me to run back out to the same places where I've caught fish in the past. If I just want to get out here real quick, catch fish. So that's pretty much it. So you guys can download that app for free. I believe there's like a 7-day free trial for that too. So make sure you guys go and take a look at it, fishxlive.com. That's right. Tank. Is that Tank Girl? Okay, there you go. Yes, FishXLive. That's it right there. FishXLive.com. All right, so once you download it, you'll have a little logo on your screen. Looks like that with the green X on it. All right, so there we go, guys. Want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Oh, let's let this fish go. Let's let her go back to her buddies and be like, hey, ladies. Hold on, let me pull her on out. Let's let her go back and talk to her friends. Hey, ladies, I was out hanging with MoneyBass today. So we're gonna let her ease on back out here, guys. She's a good one. She's a good one. Oh my goodness, look at her stomach. Now I know she's not gonna jump. I know she's not gonna jump because she's, let's see what she's gonna do. Let's see. What you gonna do, girl? What you gonna do? Oh my goodness. That fish just tried to jump and bite me. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see what she just did? Oh my goodness. All right, that's another end of a good day. I mean, it was a real good day. Shout out to Clint Perry. I mean, it couldn't have been a better person to end the day like that. Came in with a nice 4.01 guess. You guys saw what Clint did. And the reason why I remembered his weight is because I was like, I see what you did. I see what you did, Clint. Clint put 4 pounds and 4.01, and that scale bounced to 4 pounds. Then it went to 4.01 and went, man, shout out to Clint Perry. And when I weighed it the first time, I think I had done something with that cull tag, and that's why the weight was a little off. So I had to reweigh that. Big shout out to Clint Perry. If everybody could, put CP in the chat once again. Put CP in the chat. Oh my God, 4.01. Put CP in the chat, guys. He is the general of the money team. And for anybody that is new to the channel, the reason why I say that is because he has gifted more memberships than anybody that has come to the channel. Now, I tell you, Pure Alaska is in second place on that. Pure Alaska has come in and gifted like 20 memberships at a time. I think one day he gifted like 40 memberships to everybody. But big shout out to CP. CP, Clint Perry, is the general of the money team. He came in with a win today. And what he did for you guys, not only did he gift memberships today, but he gifted his winnings back to the entire chat. And what that means is the next winner is going to have an additional $40 added to their winnings, all right? Big shout out to Clint Perry. Make sure you guys check out FishXLive. I've shown you guys a lot of details about that. Remember, if you are in any type of organization that hosts or run tournaments, go to info@fishxlive.com. Shoot your questions, your information there. Or if you want to contact me directly for any assistance with it, my contact information is always in the chat, all right? So that's how you can reach out to me, guys. All right, really appreciate it, guys. Shout out to the big winners of today. Who was it that won that first $20? C219 Troll. All right. And then we had Clint Perry coming in, bringing it in. All right. He says, good afternoon from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shout out to USA. All right. Really appreciate you. All right, guys. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll be back out here again and see if we can give away that $40 that was added into the pot for everybody. All right, guys. See you on the next one.